don't go live, but we going live. I was gonna go back and get it in. But hey, man, y'all know, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. When we come on here on Wednesday nights at 8:30, for everybody needs to tune in Wednesday nights at 8:30. This is the Elite Mancast. We speak about different topics every week where we enjoy the conversations. We love having fun throughout the conversations because we getting it in, man. We doing our research, learning something, and we trying our best to hopefully it gets to y'all in a correct manner so that y'all can go do your due diligence on your research if you don't believe us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, man, we got the full house tonight, man. We got Brother Michael up there. We got Brother KD, Coach KD, and we got Brother X. Y'all.
Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, man. Malaikum salam. Malaikum salam. Peace to you, my brother.
That's to you as well, sir.
Yeah, man. Tonight, y'all, we talking about a great topic because it's great for me, and I feel like it's great for the brothers, too, because we get to touch on a lot of different subjects tonight about being Americanized. You know, a lot of times we get off into these cliche sayings. We get off into these words that everybody's always repeating, you know, and it's being Americanized. Don't get caught up in a system that was already designed to make you fail. It's like going to college for 4 years. You get out, you got a debt that's about 40 grand. You still ain't gonna get the job that you went to school for. So we gotta understand that learning our own selves, learning our own systems, we can become better as one, you know, doing our own thing instead of doing what the American dream says to do. So, man, I'm talking about a little bit tonight. It's just a little bit of something we're gonna talk about tonight, man. I want to say, Brother Michael, what you got? Give me a little bit of snippet of what you got going on tonight with this topic, man.
Man, I looked at the topic. I'm like, what is it? Stop being Americanized. Yo, it's a subject. It's just so many facets to it. It's like you can go through history, going into the future, talking about this subject. I think it's just a variety of things and topics to hit on.
Yeah. All right. Coach, what you got a little bit on it, you know?
Hey, I'm truly happy about it, man. You know, I'm glad to be here. Truly wonderful to be in the land of the living. You know, glad to see this platform going in higher heights. You know, Americanized, you know, it's something that's truly need to be hit on. You know, what do you stand for? You know, I just saw the Martin Luther King documentary, man. Is on one of these platforms, not Netflix, but you got to. I had to pay for it, and I watched it, and it opened my eyes to a lot of things, man. You know, it's been a long time coming. You know, so once we delve into this, a lot of people will be interested in what we got to offer right here. You know, so
already, brother X, what you got going on tonight, man?
First off, I want to thank everyone for being here, joining us. But honestly, I want to know who actually gave us the American dream.
Wow.
And why are we still going by that dream? Because, I mean, what was done back in 1931 when the historian, you know, James Adams, like, you know, came up with the American dream. I mean, a lot of things happened since then. I mean, that dream could have easily become a nightmare by now. Yeah. So are we not allowed to dream anymore? Or do we have to still go by this falsified dream that he created for us?
Wow.
Never designed, but
that's that right there. That's major, man, because it's like, who gave us that dream, or who said it was a dream for Americans?
Yeah,
because all Americans don't get the same benefits of the dream.
Exactly.
So it's maybe some people out there that don't know what the so-called American dream was stated in 1931. Can you help us out?
Actually, it's 3.5 pages long.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, give us the short version.
Start it for us in 3 sentences.
Okay. The term was coined by James Adams in his best-selling in 1931 that described the dream as the land which everyone should be rich, live full of lives, with the opportunity according to each availability and achievement. Which since then, let's see, the things going on with schools, segregation. Here in Louisiana, like well, in Louisiana, period, back in 1868, that's when everything was like supposed to be the norm, as far as like not being segregated anymore. And when I graduated from high school, only 23.9% was actually black.
Wow. Ooh.
Yeah,
and
man.
I'm only 41. So out there in St. Landry Parish, like they still had things like that going on.
Oh,
right.
So since then, I changed my dream because how everything was supposed to be white and black. The only thing I like white on my teeth and the only thing I like black on my credit card. So it's a new dream.
Yeah, man. That's real. That is the truth. And it even goes back further than that, man, to the Egyptian times, where we just really need to understand that we are the original people, and we just got trapped up in a system that I'm not saying that we was brought over here on slave ships, because I feel like half of us was here and half of us wasn't. And I just, it's just my opinion. I'm not, what I'm saying, I'm not here to get enough into a debate with nobody about it. But at the same time, we get off into these thought processes that we was programmed when we was little. Our grandparents told us this. The books told us this. I was just looking at a clip of Malcolm X when he asked the preacher man, the rabbi rather, why does he feel like Jesus was white? And he couldn't answer.
Right.
So that's always a good question to ask people. Why? It's like when you grew up, when your kids was born, y'all riding around with mama, why the car, or why this daddy, why this and why that. We don't do enough whys in our world today now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we don't do enough whys.
Right.
Asking them questions. Getting to it.
Right.
Did y'all hear anything about the Joe Biden thing when he was talking about the colors and all? He made a speech or something? I wish I could have.
I heard pieces of it, but Joe Biden,
yeah, he showed his true colors, man.
Yeah.
He's still with the old ways of thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Didn't they say he was for black people, but then it showed up like that his, like you said, his true colors came out. Yeah. Yeah, but that's what they do. That's why I tell people all the time, it's politics, not politics, man. They tricking you to believe what they want you to believe. That's why a lot of people love old Donald Trump, because he was truthful. He didn't hide nothing. Y'all knew he was racist. You didn't have to guess it. Hey man, when it goes down, I'm hanging with the Proud Boys. You didn't have to guess that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm gonna have my partner and them coming here and raid the White House. You didn't have to guess that. Right. But everybody don't like him because he's a racist. But he let you know. Now look at Joe Biden. Y'all voted for Joe Biden because you thought he was clean. You thought he was a good guy. And now look at him talking about black people and color. Now he didn't even say black. He said the colored minority. What the? Yeah. Come on, man. You still using color? Yeah. Joe. Okay.
Wow.
Joe B. Wow. They say Joe B the man.
Man.
We had a choice between two evils. Take the least or the worst. That's it.
It's not a choice between two evils, man. You can never choose between two evils. Either you choose an evil or you ain't. It ain't no choice of between. If both of them evil, you gonna choose evil.
We had to choose the president, right? You got Donald Trump, you got Biden. Everybody had to choose their own sauce.
Well, but the thing about Donald Trump, he was telling the truth though. So what makes him evil about telling the truth?
Do you want to hurt a little bit? Do you want to hurt a lot?
That's why I say you have to choose between two evils. It ain't like you got one
not
good
evil though.
Bad. They both.
But see, that goes back to what I'm talking about though, Mike. He was being straight up honest. That's not evil. We so Amerikkanized that we just don't want to be told the truth no more. Right. Everybody want to be sugarcoated. Hey, just spoon feed me. Don't just dump the whole plate. Don't dump it all on my plate. Just spoon feed me some bullshit so I can get over it. But when you start hearing the truth, you think that man is bad, man. That man ain't bad. That man told you exactly what he was going to do.
I mean, all day, every day, I can respect the truth over anything. Like, if you don't like me, that's cool. Let me know. We can still work together, whatever. I'd rather choose my poison.
I know how to move there.
Exactly. That's like being in a relationship with a woman and she telling you, hey, man, you the best thing in my life. But then when she go to work, when she say she going to work every day, she going to her other family.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, she going to her work husband.
Because y'all know back in the day, women were taken care of. So if she say, I'm going to work, because we got equal rights now. But yet and still, she goes to her other man and, you know, you don't get to see her every day. You know, y'all married. How is this?
Uh-oh.
You know, but I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying, do you want the real truth or you want some sugar-coated stuff that's going to keep you pacified?
Right. Prime example, that policewoman, she ended up sleeping with 5 of her other cop friends.
Wow.
Right.
She was married?
Huh?
Was she married?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to work.
Hey, and I found out about the little boy who get killed. He's sleeping with one of the police officers' girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, the one in Memphis?
Huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Oh, wow.
It's all over all over that thing.
And then the cop that beat him up, he took a picture of the guy and sent it to his baby mama.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
What? I missed that.
Man.
Hey. Well, remember
allegedly.
You got the prisons filled with motherfuckers with bitch ass tendencies. Excuse my French. Or they too emotional. I'm like, yo, dude, you that emotional over a woman? That's crazy. I mean, I can see you being hurt, but you ain't got to go out and do all that.
So you saying that you're not emotional?
I am emotional to an extent, but I control.
And you got to remember, he already told us he done beat up somebody over here.
Hey, but
bing, bing, bam, bam.
I let it go till it was time not to. I'm not emotional enough to get jealous. I'm not a jealous person.
You just be in protection mode. I get it.
Yeah, I just stand back and do me. Let my wife do her. That's it.
But that's when you got trust. That's when you got trust and all of that though involved. You know, when you can let your, you know, you ain't letting nobody do anything, but you accepting the person for who they are, man.
Yeah.
Exactly. But when somebody push it too far, if she says no, you only get 3 strikes in baseball. I mean, I don't play baseball, but I do believe in 3 strikes and you're out.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And it's so crazy that we don't even like being reprogrammed no more. It's like relearning something that it's like any system. You gotta examine the system that you're in. If you don't examine the system that you're in and you don't see what's wrong with the system, if it's not working in your favor, you should always want to look into it and see what's going on with the system.
Right.
Because if just like now that you can see, hey, if you go around all around America right now, they tearing down all the projects.
Mm-hmm.
It was called a project for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a study to see what they would do if we put this type of community together and watch these people destroy themselves.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Every project, you always got murder. You always got this. It ain't never no project in America where it wasn't no dope sold, guns brought to, shootings. Ronald Reagan brought more guns and drugs in than any other president, but his wife started the movement. MAD, the war against drugs, all of these things, because that's the system they created.
Yeah, and that's where it goes back to being Americanized. Because to me, that just means being controlled. And these people are masters of that. We've been controlled from our ancestors way back before they even started bringing slaves to America. They started trying to spread Christianity. That was their first indoctrination. teaching the Africans, the South Americans, the indigenous people around the world about Christianity. So when people started refusing it, they started forcing it on them. They beating you. They killing you. They castrating the men to make you accept their religion.
I read that the other day too.
And look how many times
what
the Bible
you just said.
translated. I talked to
They
my
would
mom
take
one time. Huh?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They would take the leader of the tribe, and they make him. If he didn't do what they said, they beating him and killing him. You know what I'm saying? And making the whole tribe do what the Christians wanted them to do.
Right, exactly, and that's how Christianity spread. The thing is, people didn't just accept it; it was forced on them. Our religion. We couldn't even read books. We weren't allowed to read. Well, the slaves weren't allowed to read. Then when they did start letting people read, they had one person reading the Bible, preaching from the Bible. But now you got the slave owners and the slaves preaching from the same book. Both of them praying supposedly to the same God. One said, "Oh, let my slaves be good. Don't let them run away." And the other said, "Oh, let my master be good to me. Don't let him."
And that's the crazy part to me is that's in the Bible.
Yeah. So which one is God listening to? He hears all our prayers. So who is it?
We gotta stop being Americanized, man.
You want me to tell you who he listening to? The one that got a relationship with him. The one that got relationship and not religion.
Okay, Casey, let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
I know you still attending the churches and whatnot.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel, huh?
I say, yes, sir, I definitely am.
Yeah, I say, how do you feel about that when you get more in depth into the understanding of the whole system?
The more
do you look at it any differently now that when you become more aware? Let me say that, I ain't gonna say woke because woke is something else, but when you become more aware of a system that's really not designed to make you a better man, but it's designed to put you in a place of, oh, we want you to do what we ask you to do.
That's what I'm saying. I don't look at it that way. I just look at it, the relationship with him and the experiences I've had. The experience I make it applicable to my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't go by what someone is teaching me. I go by what I truly believe because it's a win-win situation to me. You know, if it ain't true, I still win.
But I'm just saying. So that's just like you living in a system. You know, I was raised in the church. I ain't gonna lie, because my mama did that. My mama was Americanized. She believed in the dream. But when I became more aware of what was going on around me, I felt like that building didn't represent what it was supposed to represent.
Right. It ain't about the building. Like I say, it's about your relationship and how you move about.
But that's what I'm saying. Okay, that goes back to the question.
You are the church. It's inside you. Not.
But why go? But that's all I'm asking you. Why go to a building that you're not even, that is not representing what you are?
Well, why go to it? Why go to a
hold on? Let me finish this, and then I'm gonna let you speak on it. That's like you don't drink or smoke, but you finna go to a club every day that got full of drugs and alcohol.
It ain't gonna be every day, but I will go. You know why? Because that way they can see where I came from. I go to the bar. I've been to a club still yet in my walk. I will go. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it ain't. You got to know what you stand for and know how you moving.
Right.
Right.
So and to each his own. For me, is an everyday change. Evolving each day, every day. You know, because any day something could happen that could remind me of it. So how I do, and I don't consider it by me being a believer and walking like that actually Americanized, because it's different for me because it's just only about relationship. It's not a religion to me. It's only knowing what he's done for me in my life, and You know, after flipping a car, or you know, after being on alcohol and drugs for a while, you know, just different things where I seen a lady asked me one day, she said, let me know when you have your God experience. You know, I had to walk off from her because I've already had so many that it wasn't even for me to even share it with her, because if she looking at me saying come to her when it happened, that means she ain't who she says she is as a prophet or whatever like that. You know, so different things like that help me to understand, you know, it's me. It's my spiritual pipeline to him and how I walk and what I believe, you know.
Yeah, that's why I guess that's why I felt like I had to stop going to the building, because there was so many fake prophets in the building.
Yeah, it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that.
But I try to surround myself with a tribe of people who are like a Donald Trump, who gonna tell you the truth.
Right.
I don't want no fake people around me, because eventually you might go back into that, or you might get brushed off. I ain't saying that you will, but you know, you're a strong man, you're a strong-minded man. But to bring your family to that environment.
I get it, and you know that's to each his own. So, like I say, for me, it is daily, and I learn and I delve into it. Like I'm superintendent of Sunday school, so I get the questions all the time. But that's why you know you got to be what is it? Oh, customer speak. So I'm not going to say that. Well, reputation is bad. It's really not. I'm just saying. Well, okay. So what I represent is change, transformation.
Right.
That's what I represent, and I know I ain't do it by myself. Mm-hmm. I know I didn't do it by myself, and I'm grateful for it. You know, I had to go through to get to where I'm at today. And some people might have said it differently, but I do not agree with it being Americanized. I understand how it was brought here and all that, but see, that's when you're saying Christianity, and you know, there's so many other religions. You got the Israelites, you know, different things like that. That I talk with those people. I talk with different people, but for me in my house, we're gonna serve him. That's
it.
That's cool, and I can totally understand where you're coming from with that. To me, it's almost like I said. I can totally understand and respect where you're coming from with that, but it's also almost like being like you dating this girl, you don't love her, but it's like y'all date, y'all going out having fun, and then all of a sudden you find yourself falling in love with her. Almost like your relationship with God. Like, okay, yeah, used to drink, used to do drugs, started going to church, gave your life to Christ, and then you like really fell in love with the being. Like you had a relationship with him versus anything else.
Right.
But when it goes back to the slave term, it's like, okay, you want to give me your God, but you don't want to give me your freedom. Like, so give me those same rights along with that God that you're trying to push me to.
Gotcha.
Because I mean, what were they doing before, you know, the Christians and everything came aboard? Because, you know, back in Africa, like we had our ancestors, we were doing things, we were moving by the Spirit. They just didn't give it that name, the Holy Spirit. So when people talk to me about the Holy Spirit, they're like, okay, well, what would Jesus do? What would your ancestors do? Because last time I checked, they was doing and they were moving by the ancestors versus the Holy Spirit.
Right.
So is the Holy Spirit actually one of the ancestors, or is this some spirit of this God that nobody's seen before? Once again, not knocking religion, but when I hear things, it's like, okay, well, there has to be more to it.
Yeah.
You got to ask yourself,
and
like you said earlier, you got to have a why. You got to have, you know, ask yourself why. And I get that, you know, but like I was saying earlier, for me to believe it and for me to understand it like I do, it's win-win for me. You know what I'm saying? Say that I'm gonna go to heaven, you know, if by reading and say there's a heaven, you know, so I live righteous enough to live well enough on earth like it's heaven already, you know, and I get there, but if it ain't, then I still lived good. I lived the life that I wanted to live. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's win for me.
Now, how would you feel if you were living the life that you wanted to live, doing everything, you know, living Christ-like, and then you died, and God's looking at you like, what are you doing? You didn't praise me in the right manner. You're going to hell. Because there's 13,000 levels to Christianity.
Okay.
So what would you do if like you did all your praising, helping people, healing people, just to find out like it wasn't good enough?
It would bother me a little bit, but guess what? It's still win-win because I done been through that. I done been through that, and I lived the life that was beneficial to me.
Right.
Going through right now for the present. Right. I'm talking present right now is better than it ever been because I chose him and I chose to walk this way. You get what I'm saying? So if that happens that way, and he said you ain't do it the right way, then I still live the way I wanted to. It was better for me than it ever was before.
Right. Yeah, me myself, I just chose to be more spiritual than religion.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I don't want to be part of the #1 murder rate in America. The number one thing that done killed people is medicine and religion. Okay. Those are the top 2 killers in America.
That's right.
Big Pharma, Big Pharma, and the person that they want us to believe, the white Jesus.
So I got a question. So this, but y'all still saying religion. That ain't where I'm walking at. I'm in relationship.
Right. Okay.
So that's what makes the difference right there. First, Second of all, are we saying that religion or believing in Jesus makes you Americanized?
No.
I'm not. What I'm saying myself, I'm gonna speak for me. I'm gonna say religion is Americanized.
Okay. I can say that.
You know what?
Because it's different. I don't mean to cut your wisdom off, Mike, but I'm just saying it's different religions. It's not just the religion. You got different, like you just said a while ago, you got different types of religion. So why can't it be just like you serve, like you said, you go to serve one person. You don't go serve the Christians. You don't go serve the Israelites. You don't go serve these people. You go serve that one God you got.
Right. Who is in me.
Now,
right.
Now, the way I see it.
Go ahead, Mike.
Sorry. The way I see it, the religion is not Americanized. It's Europeanized. That's where it all started. It's all about control. And every religion out there has a book of morals, right? You got the Quran, you got the Torah, the Bible, the I Ching. You got all these different books that are preaching the exact same thing about living a moral life. Believing in something greater than yourself. Moving in right direction that's going to get you to a better place after death. But all these religions are basically controlling the masses for the simple reason. If you didn't believe in something greater than yourself, we'd have anarchy. We'd be out here tearing down, killing, shooting, raping, doing whatever we want. There will be no kind of respect for human life or another individual. But because of religion, even though it is to control the masses, religion is a good thing in some ways, but you can't let religion control your every action. You also have to think sometimes out of the box. Because think about the story of Jesus Christ. The resurrection came from a story from 3,000 years before in Egyptian mythology. So
that's what I'm saying. They rewrote the book to fit them.
Yes.
I forgot his real name was what his name Yeshua. Yeshua.
No,
I'm talking about Jesus.
There was Ra. Yeah.
He had
I forget the names myself now, but it was basically like the story: the mother, the father, the son falls in love with the mother. The father had the son killed. The mother.
But see, that's what I'm telling you. That's a made up. That story is made up. I'm not speaking about that. What they telling us. That's the religion I'm talking about. That's made up. I've been listening to these documentaries from this guy. He got a podcast called The Forbidden Knowledge. Billy Carson, Forbidden Knowledge, and he gives these true stories that When the people take the text from the Egyptians or the Kemet people, he takes the scriptures, and then they start forming their own stories.
Right.
Jesus wasn't even born on the 25th, so why are we celebrating the 25th as his birthday? That's what I'm explaining to you about the religions. But so that's that Amerikkkanized. They want you to believe in something that is not even real.
Right. Because the 25th is actually the winter solstice, right? That was a celebration through all pagan believers, I guess you would say. Because anybody that wasn't Christianized was considered a pagan. They worship nature. They worship the god of harvest and the god of fertility, right? So the winter solstice being that day, that's when they decided, okay, to integrate this religion, we're going to use days that they're already familiar with. They have the winter solstice, they have the celebration, turn it into Christmas. Because have you ever noticed on Christmas, have you ever seen the North Star look like it does in the pictures above the manger? Never. Because it's not at the same time of year. Jesus was not born at that time. Easter, same thing.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So why is it that we celebrate a fat white man in a red suit for Jesus?
Because it was Amerikkanized.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, hey, they ain't the only one. You got Easter. There's no such thing. Easter.
Yeah.
No such thing.
Valentine. All that is Amerikkanized. You're right.
All that is to get the profits up at you, man. Get the money up at you. And that's all I'm saying, is that we got to stop celebrating things that's not, you know what I'm saying, that's not even conducive for our pockets. That's not even helping us learn something. That's like I listened to this one guy earlier today, and he was speaking about football. He said, now you're going to pay $6 million to an entertainer, football player, basketball player, millions of dollars to these people to entertain people who are really taken away from the knowledge that they want you to watch this program. Once again, that program to get you away from taking care of your business on a Sunday, on a weekend, or whatever.
Yep.
That's why I made that live the other morning about television. They want you to look at this thing that we call a television to tell you the vision they want you to have in their life. In your life, I mean.
There you go.
So everything boils back down to that programming.
That's why you got to have vision.
Yeah, we got to have the own. That's why it's a one box. So that means Una, you should be wanting to watch, yourself.
There you go.
But we don't think that deep. We just think about the projection that we see in front of us.
Right.
What you already been programmed to do early. What they do, you see it right now. They got all the kids on the iPad or something.
Yep.
8, 9, 3, 4 years old. They got their own iPad.
To keep them. Yeah, so they don't learn, and the parents ain't parenting no more. See, we're gonna put this in this child's hands so that parent don't teach this child how to be a productive citizen in this world.
Right.
We're gonna keep taking the attention off of learning. But if you're a smart parent, you're gonna put nothing but programs on that iPads or that enhances the mind.
That's it.
Right.
Because if I keep on letting you look at these little programs, what you said, yeah, there we go. Now that's another one right there. I like that one. There we go. I think
the program, Amerikkkanized, means to become or make something typical of the U.S. or U.S. culture. For example, changing their name, influencing them to attend night class, educating children of immigrants, or better yet, American volunteers, assisting immigrants in performing typical American tasks.
Yeah.
American task.
That's it.
Now, what is an American task? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, what is an American task? Why it just can't be a task? That's
right.
But we got to put that label on it. We get so caught up in these labels and titles to where we just lose our mind.
Yeah.
When we can't even think straight sometimes because we so busy wanting to be Gucci friend, wanting to be Balenciaga friend. We don't need them people in our life. That's like your baby mama putting you on child support, but she still want to hang out with you. Oh, you want to be
Let's
my
go
friend,
to the
man?
mall.
Boy, that's a good one right there,
Come
bro.
on, man. Make it make sense to me.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man, when I was young, go ahead.
Nah, I'm listening.
When I was younger, every night at 6 o'clock, we used to sit and watch the news. You have Walter Cronkite or Dan Rather, all these guys actually giving the news.
Yeah.
So in recent years, I've been noticing the first thing that comes on in the news is something about some entertainer. Ain't got nothing to do with nobody's life, but that's the first thing they bring. Now people going to social media to find out what's going on with this one. I'm like, I remember they talking about Kim and Kanye's baby. Like, who cares? What they name her, what she looks like, it ain't helping me.
Because they want to take your attention off of what you really need to be doing.
Exactly, and they do that, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. Now they don't even bring you news anymore. I mean,
we don't have to
what's in the world. Now you
breaking news. Hey, breaking news is on Facebook now.
And it still ain't nothing worthwhile.
Breaking news is on Facebook, and they steady beating us up with this nonsense, but we don't want to reprogram our mind. We don't want to stop doing the nonsense thing. We don't want to stop. We so stuck on doing something. I don't have nothing against strippers, but my whole thing is this right here. Why should I go to a club, pay for some alcohol, just to pay for a chick to dance in front of me naked?
Yeah. It don't make no sense.
The American way. They started that.
Yeah.
Cause they used to pay them, they didn't pay them slaves, but they used to just have the slaves entertaining them nude. Because they was infatuated with the bodies. They was infatuated with a black woman's breast and butt.
Yep.
It starts back then.
Yeah.
Wow. But we still trying to make it make sense today. And it don't make sense to me.
Nope.
Stop.
Yes, Leanne. Yeah. She tried me with that nonsense. I still cool with him though. I laugh at him. You know, I laugh. I used to laugh at him. I ain't got no child support now, but I'm just saying back then it was funny to me because, you know, they know I'm gonna go grind and go grab some bread. So it's like, really? All my money ain't coming off no job or nothing like that. I don't play like that. I was still getting some bread. Yeah, I stopped working if you put me on child support. When them kids, I ain't got it. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell y'all. I ain't got it. Oh man, nah, I ain't that kind of daddy. I used to be I'm always a good daddy, man. I'm always been a good daddy. They just did what they did because I quit putting that thing in them, and that was the only reason. Some women are like that, you know. They get caught up in them home girl. Put them on that support. Get it. They only know what I tell them. I used to show them. I wasn't that kind of cat to be running around here talking about stuff. Hey, this is what it is right here. Yeah, you don't like what I got going on. You can go ahead and go that way, because I ain't gonna change. That was me back then. Now I know about change. I know how to change. Yeah, I know how to be a better man. I know how to reprogram my mind to stop doing certain things. You know what I'm saying? I was told a long time ago.
Definitely challenging though, you know. I'm glad I'm able to reprogram.
I don't mean to, but this Leanne, we glad you're back, Leanne. You ain't Chastity May no more. You back to Leanne. Leanne said she done had to file 7 restraining orders.
I believe that.
Welcome to the party, y'all. We got Leanne's special guest coming to the show going on.
Keep it coming, keep it coming.
She got that comedy show going on. She had Deep Freezer last week. Yeah.
But like, then again, we really can't be mad at how some people act or treat each other because you know, it goes back to like, you know, like you said, the DNA. And it has been proven that every human has at least 7 generations of DNA in them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're wondering why some people like, we could be at the same party or whatever, and you know, somebody may say something racist, and you know, we'll take it as a joke, but then other people are just really start getting pissed off about it. It's because they're suffering like internally because of everything that's going on in them, not currently, but because all that stuff that's going on in their body. So it's like, yeah, they can sit up there and be suffering. That's why, like you said about the strippers going way back then, you have some people, it honestly looked like they were built to be strippers, like in middle school. It's like, okay, why? I mean, I know, you're gonna be a great dancer when you grow up.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, yeah, just like that, because they have all that stuff in them.
Right.
So I mean, I'm to the point now where it's like, of course, I'm not gonna say that I don't judge people because I do. I judge the hell out of people. I don't tell them, but if I can't help you, I'm not really gonna put my mouth on it.
Yeah.
But
definitely, man.
We got choice, man. That's the great thing about being in the land of the living. You can choose to do or be what you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and some people enjoy being Americanized. Some people enjoy having the dream of a big house, the white picket fence, and family. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people want that, enjoy that, but
just like some people want to be a stripper.
Yeah.
Some people were born to strip.
That's
like,
it.
Yeah.
You Walmart not hiring, you want to be a stripper. So
some of them do put themselves in there, but we got to keep it to ourselves. Yeah, we can't even let them know. We can't even let them know. Because see, the thing about entertaining some people, it's like, I like your post the other day. I had put it on my story, bro. Some people just love to be, you know, victims, man. Where I get my most attention from is being the person who don't want to heal. I can't heal right now because then I loses the pity party that they give me.
It loses their views.
Yeah.
Like, you train yourself to cry. Okay, I'm pissed off. This happened to me. I'm going to go live and just start crying. And what happened if you look ugly when you cry? You going to stop the live and start it over? Start crying again.
Hey, then you get more views.
She back, y'all. She back. Like, man,
But then, you know, we don't even understand that. That's why they put that social media on there so we can tell on ourselves. That's like them young boys, you know, used to have all them guns on there and all of that. Yep. It's like, man, you know you setting yourself up a failure with all the guns and the dope on there. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when them IRS, them feds start picking them boys up.
Yeah, it's like the
nobody show guns and dope.
They're making the police job so easy.
So make it job easy for them. Because they've been programmed. We're gonna program y'all to do this dumb shit.
Yeah.
All the time. And involuntarily though. They not even giving it to you directly. Involuntarily show you how to be programmed, man.
And then they program the black man to sit up there and go against each other. Same thing with rappers. Okay. You know, Katie has like this big, you know, $100,000 necklace. Okay, cool. I signed my deal. I want one bigger than his.
Yeah.
And it's like the person you go and buy it from. Oh, okay, well, you know, he bought his necklace from my brother. So then he's going to go ahead and send you to his brother. His brother's going to hook you up. Then your brother's going to turn around and rob you. And then he's going to sit up there and sit you up with his, like, that's how their money keeps circulating.
Yeah.
So it's sad, but.
Yeah.
But that's one thing we can't be scared to do is change, because if we keep on doing what we've been doing, we're going to stay where we've been standing. We can't talk about, I was listening to Farrakhan the other day. He said, now we're going to march when these white people kill us. Oh, we got to march. But then we get killed every day by our own kind, and we ain't marched on none of that. We ain't spoke up on none of that. Right. All we do is say, man, it's sad how they just killing each other. But then as soon as one of the white people kill us, We wants to stand up, march, be all, yeah, we want equal rights. But you know your little cousin got 4 guns in that room in there, and you ain't took down one of them from him.
Right.
Well, that baby, he got to survive on these streets. No, he don't. Not like that.
No.
It's so much postpartum, it's so much PTSD going on.
Yeah.
To where we don't even understand.
That's right. Young boy told me the other day, man, I got to have a gun to if I don't have one, I'm gonna die. 14-year-old told me that.
Because he's traumatized.
Yeah. Yeah, he said he got
But he
to
keep
have
on letting them intrusive thoughts in his head. You keep letting them thoughts come in your head, you're gonna keep living that same life.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's always a way out. There's always a way out. Do something different, man. And you know what I'm saying? Where you position yourself, where you be at, where where you call yourself hanging out at, who you hang with, all that stuff make a difference, man.
But yeah, that's why we gotta keep putting ourselves in position, man. Like I told my son the other day, I say, man, you gotta learn you something new every single day, man.
That's it.
If you don't learn something new, I asked him what his stepdaddy was teaching him. He said nothing. I said, well, let your dad explain this to you right now. You got to be smarter than your woman, because if she's smarter than you, she gonna feel like, hey man, I can wear the pants in here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because you know how that go, man. But we gotta stop. We gotta stop thinking that, okay, now that I make more money than my woman, I can control her. You can't control nobody. No human being is supposed to be controlled. That was the problem with them people trying to control us.
Yeah.
So that goes back to educate yourself every day on something new. Then once you get that education, apply it to something. Man, I've been applying mine to my children. You know what I'm saying? I haven't went outside my circle because I got to clean my own backyard up before, because I programmed my kids do so much wrong to where now I got to reprogram them to do what's right.
Yeah. Well, hey, when I see my nephew right now, I see me, what I was.
Right.
In all aspects. I'm talking about everything. I'm like, wow, that little kid all over again, man. And I try to show him something different right now. You don't have to do it that way. I done it that way for you, man. Come on in.
Yeah.
You know, and then when I talk to him, I don't try to push Christ on him. I try to push righteousness on him. Being right, living right. You know, educate yourself. Don't listen to what I'm saying. You ain't got to listen to everything I'm saying, because it already bothered him that it's changed. You get what I'm saying? He didn't see me hustle or whatever. So now when I tell him something, he's seeing that guy that was what I was. That guy that I already done killed. You know what I'm saying? So now I got to show him that, look, here, go right here. Read it right here. It's right here. You ain't got to do that. You can now look at you. You got 2 homeboys in jail, 2 dead, and 1 just went back. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? That's what I asked him the other day. What you gonna do?
Yeah, man? They keep listening to that drill music, man. That drill music is something else. And then, you know, it's this house that I'm working on right now, man. The young cat, bro, he think, you know, it's about that gangster life. But I'm like, no, look, bro, you know what I'm saying? It's not. You know, I don't talk too much. I don't say nothing to him, but I just give him them looks like, you know, man, you know, it's gonna be all right, look, bro. Don't think about life like that.
Yeah.
Because we have to, I don't care who it is, if it's your child, your nephew, your little cousin, we got to reach out to them and stop allowing them to go down the same path we went down, or somebody you know went down. Right. Because if you keep on allowing that cycle to happen, you just let them win the circles that they keep on putting us in.
That's right.
They say, look at these clowns. They coming back, y'all. They coming back. Come on, let's go give them some more entertainment. Throw them dollars in their face and let them clown themselves right up out of a future.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let them fool themselves right up out of something great.
They bamboozle. That's the word. They showing them a mirage. Something that look great that ain't real.
Put it shining. Make it shine.
Yeah.
Yeah, put a big old title name, put a name tag on it, because you know the black people, they like titles, they like names, they like a brand, they like every brand but they own.
Wow, say that.
It's true. It is true.
Every brand but they own.
They can't wear none. If I'm telling you, bro, the last big designer we used to wear was who? Sean John or Carl Kanai?
Both of them good, yeah.
Who done came after that?
Nope.
I can't think.
I couldn't tell you.
You see what I'm talking about? You can't even get a black person to put on something that's black on. Everything I wear, a coup. Now I can tell you that a coup, that's Tip. But he's co-partnering with somebody with that.
Yeah.
This is a coup shirt.
Okay.
That's what it is. We got the representative.
Sean John.
Sean John.
Sean John.
Wow.
Yeah.
Although I do miss my parents' decaf
And
reaches.
think it's okay. That's right, Leanne.
Yo, you got Sean John? Mine came from Best Buy. $11.
But who's the designer? We talking about designers, Mike. We're not talking about that, Mike. We're talking about black brands that we need to be wearing instead of all these European brands, man. These Italian brands.
I agree. I do agree. I don't wear nobody's brand. I will buy T-shirts and stuff from people, but I'm not a brand name dude. Never have been.
But this is a T-shirt. It's a brand name. I'm just saying. I support black people.
I know what
Hey,
you mean.
I got you boxed up too, bro. I got you boxed up. I ain't seen it yet. Got you boxed up, and I put some extra.
I ain't worried. I know you're gonna send it.
Yeah, I got you. Got you some extra in there, man.
Okay.
What y'all got going on, man?
Look at that! Look at that! Hey, my brother bought some T-shirts from me.
Yeah, the Elite Mancast. That's what we got some T-shirts, man.
Yeah, get those.
Yeah. I got a couple of shirts that got king status on it, and on the back it got all 9 F's: faith, future, finance, family, fatherhood. I'm a 9F man.
Right. Nice.
That's like when y'all see me wearing them legendary shirts, that's from my homeboy. Legendary brand, man. I try like top T-shirts. I try to if I'm putting on something, man. If it ain't no regular old white T-shirt, I'm putting on somebody that's that's my boy Odell. Then I got I-45. That's my boy Jay. I wear nothing but on T-shirts. That's how I put on, man. I'm representing the black community.
It's a pretty big industry right now.
Huh?
It's a pretty big industry.
Because we have to, man. Like that, like assets of liability. We have to support each other. If we gonna keep on giving that money outside the hood, go ahead, get out of our.
Yeah.
Because eventually it's gonna be only us because the majority is becoming the minority.
That's what it was. FUBU.
FUBU. By us.
We gonna bring FUBU back. Let me go talk to Damon. Where we gonna bring FUBU back?
But one thing I do like, you see those women talk about falling in love with yourself again.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with us to do that, Ain't nothing wrong with a man to love himself, because that's one thing I had to learn, that I had to be able to love myself and care about my body enough where I could love somebody else, man. So,
So let me ask you this. You say you love yourself, but would you eat a pig? Would you eat the bacon?
Pig, but I haven't in a while.
I'm talking about from this day forward. Loving yourself is not putting poison in your body.
So
people say they love themselves, but then they would turn around and eat a whole cow that was killed out of distress. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's the thing. You got to make a conscious decision to do something different.
So would you eat a pig?
Go back to
the question. Would you eat a pig?
I said I have. And I ain't gonna eat no bacon tomorrow.
So you think you will still eat a pig then?
Yeah.
You consider bacon the pig, I think he's processed.
That's the pig.
So bacon comes from a pig.
Bacon comes from a pig, but is it pig?
Yeah.
A pig is flop.
Hey, let me give you some game right quick. Just think about how they kill the animals. The animals are screaming. They already, you know what I'm saying? They it's them hormones in the animal's body. They so when you take them hormones from that animal's body, it's transported right into your body.
They're transferring energy to me.
It's transferred energy because the whole world is energy. We can't do nothing without energy. We can't do nothing without numbers. Any day you wake up, you're going to see numbers. Every day you wake up, you got to have energy. So you thinking energy is not being transferred from that animal inside of you.
So let me tell you this. So if you eating, let me ask you this: you eating spinach, collard greens that you done grew in your own backyard? You don't think nothing went back there and pissed on it and all that?
Not if it's in the garden, because you're gonna have chicken wire up against your garden. You're gonna have things up around your garden.
So
if you got to do it
the right way. Ain't no.
If
What
you do it
about
the right way.
What about the atmosphere? How dirty the atmosphere is, the air.
Leanne, I'm gonna get you a Tinder account.
You stealing men. Oh Lord. Hey, put that back up.
Hey man,
All I'm saying is
that's why she getting to know. That's what she's doing to know herself better. Self-love, because she tired of these meats.
That's the dude from last week, ain't it? Wow. She talking about the dude from last week.
Mr. Deep Freezer.
Wow.
yeah, man.
He pissed her off. Yeah. He hit a nerve.
I bet he stay around the corner.
Hey, Keith. But why he not gonna answer the question though?
I said
because he eat the pig. He told you he gonna eat the pig tomorrow.
I'm gonna eat the bacon in the morning. Nah, really, I don't eat it as much though. I'm doing
you don't eat that much.
Hey, matter of fact, I'm 222 pounds.
I applaud that. But you saying you don't eat
My
it that
blood
much.
pressure 123/88.
That's cool. I applaud
That's
that.
good for me. I'm doing better. I used to eat a half a pig a day.
Yeah. We applaud you, man.
Between the bacon, the ham,
because you being Americanized.
You're being Americanized.
What we were supposed
they got you thinking that pigs is good for you.
Yeah, look,
and you can't give a legitimate reason about eating a pig. I can tell you why I'm gonna eat a pig.
Why?
You know why?
Why?
Because your Bible says love thy enemy. And if the pig is an enemy, I'm gonna love you and I'm gonna eat it. That's why.
You fool.
Which means
I'm glad y'all know my Bible so well though. I'm glad
The thing about life, man, you supposed to read everything that, you know, it's like if you tell me, hey man, this is what all the great information is, and I read it, and it's just got this amount of great information, but this many lies. Oh wow. That means I'm gonna dissect your book, and I'm gonna take out and I'm gonna tell you why. It's like it was a young lady on my live this morning. She said I told her she's God. She said, I'm not God. I didn't create myself. I say, but you can't create people.
Wow.
I say, you can carry and create, and push out the person to a world. But the man is the only one who has heart, living people inside of her. A woman doesn't have one, have nobody living in her until a man puts it in. So that's why a lot of women, they try to say, oh, if it wasn't for me, no. If that man didn't plant that seed, if he didn't fertilize your ground, you couldn't have it. Your organs are dead inside. A man is the only one who has living organs.
Hey, how long did y'all get in debate over that?
No, we didn't, because it's true.
Yeah. She had to
argue with the truth. If you can argue with the truth, something wrong with you. You need to go really self-defend. But we've been Americanized. See, that's what that goes back to. She was Americanized. Thought that she was. Yeah, we the only one got living people inside of us. Because if I didn't shoot that seed to where it needs to be, your egg would just be an egg. I gotta fill your egg. Shoot the club up. I'm a gangster. I know how to put the club up, but I ain't no good.
Hey, but no, I did like this topic though. This topic was really great, you know, and I like that we always got to agree on everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna make this thing pop like that, you know. We have our own mindset about things, but one thing for sure that it helps us to continue to grow and to be better.
One thing for sure, and two things for certain, that you're gonna eat that pig.
Hey, I might not.
Yes, I do,
I might not, because now I have an awareness of it. You know? And guess what? Believe it or not, my wife and I just were talking about, you know, doing more seafood.
That's what you and your wife was talking about? Well, guess what my fortune cookie told me today?
What did it say?
If your girlfriend don't respect your wife, don't deal with her.
Man, you crazy. Hey, I got to go on that note, man. Hey, I got to go on that note. You're trying to get me in trouble.
That boy trying to get me in trouble, KD. Don't let him
you trying to get me in trouble, man. Hey, I ain't got no girlfriend.
Yo,
He's
giving all this relationship advice every day, and then he bring a statement like that.
I know. Yeah. I have hundreds of likes on my profiles. All this stuff I be posting. All this stuff comes straight out of fortune cookies.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna start
you gotta love it. Say, man, I just want to say this. Hey,
let me know.
Hey, Mike, what's your last words? What's your last words on stop being Americanized?
Stop being Americanized. Stop letting everything else control you. Start controlling yourself, your thoughts, your actions. Once you do that, you're in control.
All right.
Hey, my last word is just reprogram, man. Reprogram.
Brother X, what you got?
I'm gonna say follow your spirit, not society.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's
right. All right. And I want to tell y'all, every month is Black History Month. Don't y'all quit playing with me. Go look at my story. Yeah, every month is Black History Month. Don't y'all come to me with this Black History Month stuff. Every month is Black History Month. You see, I got my Kunta Kinte shirt on.
Research the research.
Research the research, man. Till next week, 8:30, y'all. Tune in. We got something great to talk about. Trying to educate us. We ain't trying. We out here putting it out here in the universe that we're gonna become smarter, more aware of our surroundings, more aware of the people who doing for us and to us. So we're gonna get better as people. Getting back to we're gonna make black great again. Being black gonna be great again. Yeah, I'm still in Donald Trump.
For the rest of February, remember, no pork on your fork, right?
No pork
in February, KD. No pork in February.
Hey, I'm down with it. I'm gonna do it. I ain't had none today, so I'm gonna
no pork or beef. No beef or pork.
I can do it.
You need to get rid of that mentality about.
But I can do fish and salmon. I can do fish and salmon and chicken. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna let y'all know.
All right. Black man's thing, but I got you. I'm gonna hold you to it.
Hey, man, y'all, till the next time. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all so much.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Peace.